Hi, and welcome to the Bargain District with me, Monique. And spring is finally here in New York. As you can see, my room is very sunny. I'm loving the warmer weather. And today I figure I would share you some of my favorite vintage find. I love vintage and I love thrifting. For those of you who don't know yet, I'm crazy about thrifting and I'm crazy about vintage. And that's why I also have an Etsy store, and I do like events like fashion parties where I have merchandise like for vintage and designer items. So I go thrifting and I go vintage hunting to many different places, and of course New York City is one of the best places to go thrifting. And but I go to Virginia, I go to New Jersey, I go to different states just to find vintage. So I divided, today I'm going to show you a few clothing items that I like, and I've divided them into 3 sections. Okay, so we have pastels and sequins and designer. So I love pastels, I love florals. As you can see, I'm wearing this vintage dress with this really cute collar that I got from Virginia last month. And this is one of my favorite. I think it's really perfect for spring and summer. And another one that I would show you is this one, which is, I mean, it's vintage and I think it's possibly from the 60s. And what I like about it is like how it is in pristine condition. You don't see any stains and no rip or yeah. So usually with vintage items, because it's like 50, 60 years or older, you find a lot of flaws. So I always love when I can find something that is in really good condition. This is a little bit too big for me, but I'm still having difficulties to part with it. That's why it is in my collection still, and I'm not planning to sell it yet. What I love about this is the back. It's like kind of like scoop lower back with these beautiful buttons, and it comes with this sort of like a train, which is very 60s, and it reminds me of Holly Golightly from Breakfast at Tiffany's. And the next one is this dress that reminds me of a cake when I see it. It's this really pretty color. It has some sort of like this bib-like front with this belt. And it's like plaid, but like pastel. And it's like so dreamy. Reminds me of like rainbows and unicorns. I love it, but unfortunately it's like a bit too puffy on the sleeves for me to wear on an everyday basis. So I'm still still trying to figure out a way to wear it without looking too costumey. Because that's the thing about vintage. They're great, but if you like maybe choose something that looks too costumey and like too limited, you might not look very nice. Like you don't want to wear something that is too 80s. You want to be 80s inspired but not look like you're stuck in the 80s. The last piece for the pastel is this dress. Again, this is I got from Virginia. So I literally went to this thrift store in Virginia and bought like 10 pieces. I think they all came from the same woman because they're pretty much the same style and the same size, and I love all of them. I mean, I've managed to sell 5 in just like that. It has elastic on the waist and it comes with a matching belt, which I don't know where I put now. I think it's somewhere in the back, but it's really pretty for summer and spring, and I'm keeping this one. The next one we have sequins. I mean, the first time I fall in love with vintage, I fell in love hard with sequins. I would buy anything in sequins. I would buy a doormat if it's in sequin. But now I think I tone it down a little bit, and I learned to let go some of my sequin collection, because seriously, I can't wear sequin every day, even though I really want to. So these are some of the ones that I still have. I still have in my closet others which I'm thinking about letting go. Now, this one is in perfect condition. It's like a top with this really sequins and beads, and you can, I don't know if you can hear it, but it moves when you move. And I think this will be great for like a party or like a New Year's Eve, and it's in perfect condition. I love it. I love sequins, vintage sequin clothing, because it's heavy, so it's high quality beads and sequins, and it's usually paired with silk. And this one is the white version of that, or a cream version of this, and I love this. This is so perfect for like spring, and it's great for party. And this I wear quite a lot. It's this vintage evening jacket. It's purple. It has this great pattern. It's kind of like gold pattern. I wear this for evening events, like you're going to a ballet or something like that. And the next piece is this dress. It's this really cute pink dress, which is possibly from the 60s, and it's just really pretty colors, and it's also in great condition. This I'm actually trying to I'm thinking about letting this one go. I put it on my Etsy if any of you are interested. It's a great piece, and it's a size medium. And the next one is one of my favorites. It's not in perfect condition, but it is very good considering how old is this. Look at this. I mean, look at those beads. They're just so beautiful. It's like basically a silk dress. I love the color. It goes all the way down because it's a maxi dress, and it has beads on the top part of it with a V-neck line and like a little bit lower back. It's so beautiful. The color is just perfect. So those are some of my sequin favorites. Now we move on to the third one, which is designer. I love finding designer items that are vintage. I think those are worth keeping, and I usually collect them, and I love to find one item at least from each designer. The first one that I'm going to show you is this silk blouse. It has this ruffling detail, and it's in excellent condition. And this sleeve, this kind of puffy sleeves, it's just a great color and pattern, and it's like it can be your statement piece. This one is a vintage Gucci, which I think is from the 70s. It is a great condition. I was so happy to find this. I love silk blouses because I think they dress up any outfit, and they're so easy to wear, and they're so easy as well in like summer or spring, because I don't like polyester at all because they tend to like stick to your body when you're sweaty, and they don't really smell good, you know, when they mix with sweat. It's just awful. So this next one is by Burberry. I like the color. It comes with like this scarf that you should wear on your neck and make it into like one of those secretary blouse type. It's somewhere in my scarf section. So this is a pretty blouse that is a little bit longer, so it's great to wear with your leggings because it would cover your behind. And the next one or two are these like very basic silk shirts, button up, and like this blouse. These are some of my favorites. I wear this all the time because it goes great with everything. This one is like a vintage Giorgio Armani, and this one is a vintage Christian Dior. I love it, and I would not part with them. This next one is one of those items that is easily identified to an era. So this is like an 80s Carolina Herrera dress. If you see the shoulder pads and the style of the dress, it has a little bit of a peplum, which was also big in the 80s. And it's like a pencil skirt. What I love about this dress, I love the color. I love the quality of it. It's silk and it's so soft and it's very beautiful and in excellent condition again. But this is a little bit too big on me, and it is difficult to hide when the shoulders are too big. If the midsection area is too big, it's kind of easy for you to camouflage just by wearing a belt. But if the shoulders are a little bit wider than your shoulders, then it is more difficult to camouflage it. So I'm still thinking about a way to wear this, but I'm not going to part with this anytime soon. Even if I can't wear it, it's just gonna go to my archive until I find something else from Carolina. The next one I found last weekend. I've been wanting to have something from Yves Saint Laurent vintage, and I found a few skirts, but they were like super tight on me, or it didn't even fit. They probably fit my neck, and those things I can't wear. But this I could absolutely wear. It is slightly too big on me. It's like a wool dress, and it has this great color that I love. I think it goes great with my skin tone. It is a little bit big, but again, as I was telling you, it's big everywhere on like midsection area, so I could just wear a belt and be done with it. This I can't wait to wear in the fall, because now maybe it's a little bit too warm for it. So those are some of my favorite vintage finds. Please let me know what you think, and please let me know what kind of videos that you want from me soon. Sorry if I didn't sound very like if I had difficulties speaking, because I'm having a cold and it's like stuffy nose and everything. Is sometimes difficult to articulate. So thank you so much for watching. Please like or comments and subscribe, and also follow my Instagram, The Bargain District, and check out my blog at www.thebargaindistrict.com. I'll put the link down below. Thank you very much, and